Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Are you hearing me, students? Please reply. Reply, please, so that I can understand whether you are listening me clearly or not. Reply, please. No one is replying. Are you hearing me, students? Nabil, Daniel, Alisa, Misha, are you hearing me? Okay. Okay, please check your connection as well. I am also checking my connection. Please, net connection. I'm just waiting for a while for other students to join me. After that, I will start my today's lecture. You know that we are doing a review of different topics during these online classes. This revision is very much helpful for you because if you have got any confusion in any of the topic, it will be cleared from these classes. Now I am going to start my today's lecture. This is English language lecture again. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. This is lecture number 65. We are discussing here the topic letter writing. Now, first of all, I want to tell you about the definition of letter. You know that your English paper, half of the paper is MCQs based. So anything can come from any of the topic in MCQs. So you should know all about the topic. A letter is a written, typed, or printed communication. It means it can be written by hand, it can be typed, or it can be printed, and it is a way of communication to pass a message from one person to another by a person sent to another person in an envelope by post or messenger. Actually, it can be written by hand, typed, or printed way. It can be used in the printed form. So it can be placed inside the envelope to pass it from one person to another. It can be passed or it can be communicated to another person by post or by a person who is known as messenger. Now, letter writing is actually a very important topic in your syllabus. You should know how to write the letter properly because there are different ways of writing the letters as well as different kinds of writing a letter. So, letter writing is the exchange of written, typed, or printed messages. Actually, letter writing means the messages or the information passed from one person to another person. It is actually a way of communication between the persons. Okay, it can be in the written form, that means handwritten form. It can be in the type or in the printed form. Now I want to discuss about the kinds of letters. There are actually two kinds of letters, formal letter and informal letter. These are two different kinds of letters and I want to tell you about each of them one by one. First of all, I'm going to tell you about formal letter. A formal letter is a letter written to a business, an institution, or any professional that are not considered friends or family. Actually, a formal letter is used to write during a business communication, for a business communication, for a professional communication, or to uh, uh, aware the people about some serious matters, about some serious issue uh, uh, surrounding you, and it is not written to your friends or the family members. Okay, so it means we have to select a very much formal language for writing these letters. A formal letter is written in formal language for official purpose. And because of that, we are not using the common language here to write the formal letter, because these are mostly used for official purposes. And because of that, formal language or particular language, special language is used here to write the formal letter. A formal letter is written for official or professional communication. It means it is used for office work, for professional communication, and for official purposes. But remember that letter is the way of communication. It means for business communication, for professional communications, we are using formal letters. Now, what is an informal letter? An informal letter is a letter written to a friend or a family member. It is the simple way of letter which you have done a lot of times, many times in your previous classes, and you have written many letters to your friends, family members, and relatives. And this is the normal way or the common way of writing the letter. And an informal letter is written for casual or personal communication. If we want to talk to our relatives residing outside the country or outside the city, we can easily write letters and inform them about different situations. I know that nowadays, and everybody know that it is the era of mobile phones. So we are just communicating them by a message or by WhatsApp. But letter writing is a must, as it is included in the syllabus. Okay, Daniel, please, other students, please tell me my voice is coming properly or not. Please tell me one or two of you so that I can understand, because Daniel is saying that my voice is not, he's not getting my voice properly. Now, please tell me, other students, please, girls and other boys, please tell me, what about my voice? You are not replying, it means you are not listening. Okay. Now, Daniel, check your connection as well. Now I come to the format of formal letter. This is a particular format for the formal letters. We have to follow these as this sequence here whenever we write a formal letter. Okay, this sequence includes the date at the first as a first part of the formal letter, and it is written at the top of the formal letter. From it means if we are starting a formal letter, we have to write the date first in the very first line of the page. Then in the second thing which is most important, it is the addressee designation and address. Addressee means the person whom we are writing the letter, the authorized person. Okay, and his designation as well. We can write about the designation here. That means the manager, the head, the officer, the editor, whatever. And then we are writing the address. Then the next thing is the subject. Actually, formal letter is the formal way of communicating with the people. So we must write the subject here in this formal letter. And remember that, like, we are writing the applications because it is a formal request. So we are writing the subject in the application. So similarly, we are writing the subject in the formal letter, and similar way is used to write the subject, like subject must be underlined, and the main topic of the letter or the application must be written in the subject with the capital word first. Then the next thing is to write the salutation. Salutation is actually the greetings. Okay, whenever we start to write something to some person, we call him something like dear sir, respected madam. This is the greetings. Then we have different paragraphs in the letter. The first paragraph is about the introduction, then second is body, then third is conclusion, and then the last thing is the closing of the letter, which is very important. You should know how to close the letter. Tanya, check your connection, because no one from your other students, no one is telling me that they are not listening my voice. It means there is a problem in your connection. Okay, please check your connection. Now I want to continue my topic here. How to write a formal letter. Formal letters can shape others' perception of you. It means when you are writing the formal letters to somebody like editors of the newspaper, then they understand about your thinking, your concepts about anything, and inform the reader of a serious issue. And when we write some letters about some serious issues to the editor of the newspaper, then the reader, that means the editor, he understood the he will understand about the serious issue, and which is written in the form of formal letter. Now, the most important thing about the formal letter is block style is the most commonly used formal letter format. Block style means when everything must be written with the margin line. It means whenever we have to write anything, or we are writing the all steps in the formal letter with the margin line, and margin line must be drawn from the left side of the page. So you have to write everything from the margin line. Remember that you can leave one line before and after the subject to make the subject prominent. Otherwise, there is no need to leave any line anywhere in the letter. One more thing you should remember for the block style pattern, that you are you have to change the paragraph. Whenever you want to change the paragraph, you just change the line and start with the margin. There is no need to uh, leave any space like we are making in the form of paragraphs. I hope you have understood everything very clearly. Now I want to come to steps of letter writing. There are certain steps which we have to follow during the letter writing when we are writing a formal letter. Okay, I have written them in the form of different steps. These are 5 steps here. You can see that, and you have to follow all these steps. Now remember to write the things which I have mentioned here under certain headings. The number one is the first step is heading. In heading, we have to write date, addressee designation, and address. Okay, it means we are not writing the name of the addressee. We are just writing his designation. Okay, and address of the institution or the organization, or if newspaper, whatever it is. Now, second step of writing the letter is to write the subject. Subject means you have to mention the topic and the problem about which you are writing the letter. Okay. Remember to underline the subject. It is a must here. Next step is salutation. That means greeting. Because when we meet somebody, then we must greet first, and after that we'll talk to the people. This is the first step. So in the letter, we always write the greeting. That means salutation. Next step is body. Body part of the letter consists of at least 3 paragraphs, which can be subdivided into short paragraphs according to the requirement if it is needed. Now there are 3 paragraphs At least 3 paragraphs must be there when we are writing about some problem to the editor. The first paragraph is actually is related to the problem. You have to write about the problem you are facing and your people, surrounding people are facing, or your whatever you want to write about the serious issue. So the first paragraph includes a problem. Then the second paragraph is the reasons about the problem. What reasons would you think in your mind that what are the possible reasons for that problem? And in the third paragraph, you have to write about your suggestions. Okay, that means whatever suggestions you want to tell the editor so that somebody could take actions. Now the fifth step is closing. Closing means the end of the letter, in which you can write the name of the writer, whoever is writing the letter, but it is optional. There is no need to write the real name of the writer. You can write a citizen, a concerned citizen, or some other words you can write, but there is no need to mention the real name of the writer. I hope you are understanding everything. Now, I want to discuss these steps one by one. First is the heading. This part is written at the beginning of the letter. This is actually the first part of the letter, so it is written at the beginning of the letter. It must be written at the upper left corner of the page. We start the letter from the upper left corner, that top part of the page. So because we are following the block pattern, so it must be written from the left side, okay, with the margin. Remember that. It includes the date, addressee designation, and address. These three things must be written in the heading. An example I have shown you here about the heading, like date. Now, there is no need to write the word date here. You can directly write the date by mentioning the month, the day, and the year. Now, remember that the month should be started with a capital letter because it is a proper noun, and the whole spelling of the month should be written. There is no need to make it short or the abbreviations or the short form. You have to write the complete spelling, even it is December, November, January, whatever the month is, you have to write the complete spelling. Then when you mention the date, it must be written in 2 digits. Remember that. Whenever you are writing the formal letter, it must be written in 2 digits. Here I have mentioned June 1. That means I have added 0 here to make the 2 digits. And because of that, if you are writing the date from 1 to 9, you have to add 0 before it to make the 2 digits proper. But if the date is from 10 onwards, then there will be no problem. Then comma, and after that you have to mention the year 2021, then full stop. Full stop is showing that it is completed. You all know that full stop is the way of telling that everything has been completed or the statement has been completed. In the next line, we have to write the addressee designation, the editor, T capital, E capital, because it is the proper noun here. Editor, E capital, because we are not mentioning the name of the editor, we are just mentioning the designation. So the editor becomes the proper noun here. So we have written E in the capital form, then comma. Next is the address, the Daily Dawn. We have mentioned here the name of a newspaper, the Daily Dawn. You know that the names are proper nouns, so we have written with capital D with Daily and Dawn, and the is written here because of the proper noun T capital. Then comma is here after that because we have to mention the city name. The last line of the heading, we write the city name with capital K because it is a proper noun, then full stop, which is again showing that the address has been completed. Now I come to the salutation and the subject. An example I'm showing here. Salutation, I have told you greeting. So dear sir is the greeting only. B capital with S capital. Most of the time the editors are male person, so we write sir. If we are writing the letter to the female person, then we replace the word sir with madam, then comma. And remember that we can use respected word in place of dear also. Then comma is here because it is salutation. Then we have different subjects here. I have given you different examples. Subject. Then we have written the subject here, load shedding. You know that only the topic is required here. So L capital and S capital with the full stop at the end, and it must be underlined because it is the most important thing to mention here in the letter. Then there is another example I have given here of subject, traffic jam. T is capital, J is capital here with the full stop at the end. Now another subject which I have given here, in sanitary condition. I capital and C capital with the full stop and underline is a must. I hope you have understood till here. Then I move to some other parts of the letter. The body. The body is the third part of the letter. The first was the heading, then salutation and subject, and the body. It is the third part here. It must be written with the margin. You all know that it must be written with the margin. Everything must be written with the margin line because we are following the block pattern style. It includes 3 paragraphs. Remember, I have told you that the body part of the letter. Okay, now I'm going to continue the next part of the letters. I hope you are understanding me clearly. If you are not listening me, then please inform me here in the chat box. Now the body part, I was discussing that it includes 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph of the body part, it is here, state the Now, are you listening me? Please mention here in the chat box. We are discussing the first paragraph of the body part. Here in the first paragraph, you have to state the problem in first paragraph. That means you have to write about the problem or the serious issue. For that, you are writing the letter. Some examples I have given here. Actually, I have selected the topic load shedding. So I have written some of the problems here. What Actually, Zayan, the problem is that there is a connection issue, that net problem, net is continuously disturbing us. And because of that, a lot of disturbance is there. So please, some issues are from my side and some issues are from your side. So check your connections. Now, I was telling you that we are stating or we are writing about the problem in the first paragraph. Like I have selected the topic load shedding. So I have written some of the points here. Disturbance in everyday activities, that the people are facing the disturbance in everyday activities. And there is a damage of electrical appliances. because of load shedding, because of the power failure, and because of the low voltage, loss of students in their studies, and there was a continuous loss of studies of most of the students. And I want to come to the second paragraph. List the possible reasons for the problem in second paragraph. It means you have to mention the reasons why these problems occur. Okay, whatever you are thinking, you have to mention those reasons in the second paragraph. Some examples I have written. You know that I have selected the issue of load shedding. So some reasons: no maintenance of electric cables. It means our electric cables are so old and they are not working properly. Misuse and theft of electricity. Some people are using electricity more than their requirement, and they do the theft of electricity. They are using the fake wires or false wires and take more electricity. No proper billing of electricity. No proper billing is there. Where no proper meter reading is there. Bills have to be issued by average, by making the average, and because of that, a lot of money has to be given as a bill, and people are not. People cannot afford those bills to pay, and because of that there is loss of money for the government, and they are not able to do the maintenance, proper maintenance of the things or the wires required for proper electricity supply. The third paragraph of the body part, in which you have to give ideas, your opinions and suggestions in the third paragraph. Okay, it means whatever you think, whatever your opinions are, whatever your suggestions you want to give to the government, to the editor, so that you will write about those suggestions in the third paragraph. Some examples I have written about load shedding: that government should take action against the electric department. It is your suggestion that government should take action. Okay, then next suggestion is proper maintenance of electric cables, so that the old electric cables must be replaced by the new ones, so that they can work efficiently. And proper billing with no extra charges. It must be done by the government, so that everybody can pay the bill properly and on time, and there will be no problem for the government to maintain the things by using the money or the taxes given by the people. I hope you are understanding everything very properly. Now I come to the closing part, the end part of the letter, the last step. This part is written at the end of the letter. This is the last part of the letter, so it must be written at the end, and it must be written with the margin line. You all know that we are following the block pattern, so everything must be written with the margin line. I've written here two examples. There is no need to write your real name, so you can write a concerned citizen with C capital in concerned as C citizen, and A is a must because only one person is writing the letter here with the full stop at the end. Or there is another option. You can write resident of with the area name, mention the area name like resident of Gulistane Johor, resident of Gulshan Iqbal, whatever you want to write. Then full stop is a must to show the completion of the uh, closing part. I hope you are understanding everything. We have done the review of letter writing, and I have discussed different steps. I have given you an example as well of letter writing, and I have selected the topic load shedding. I have written some of the points here. You can add more points from your side, and I have to tell you that these kind of letters to the editor will come in your examination, so you have to practice a lot about different topics in your rough notebooks, please. And I want to mention some of the topics here so that you can practice those topics. Like you can practice for load shedding, you can practice for insanitary condition, traffic jam, damaged roads, no proper supply of drinking water, no proper purification of drinking water, drainage water on roads, uh, no proper cleanliness of roads. Many different topics are there. You can practice for all of them. And for the sui gas department, you can write. For the telephone department, you can write the issues from the telephone department, from the sui gas department, from the water and sewerage department. You can write many things about different topics. If you want to ask anything now from me, then you are allowed to ask, because we have completed the review. There was some disturbances in the net connection. So we have faced some disturbances. Now it is okay. It is okay now. I hope from your side it is also okay and you are listening me properly. Now, do you have any question? If you want to ask me any question, please ask me here. Now we have done some reviews here of different topics, and we are continuing the reviews in the upcoming online classes. So please be there on time. You know that we have the online class daily at 11 o'clock. Some people are very much late today. So please be there on time at 11 o'clock. You should be there 2 or 3 minutes before, so that you will join me at 11 o'clock. Anything which you want to ask, any one of you, girls and boys, if you have not understood anything, please ask me here. We have a little bit time left. Do you have any question? Now, if you have got any question, please ask me. Okay, Zayan. Second paragraph. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Zayan, I will show you all 3 paragraphs. Okay, I will show you. Wait, just wait. Copy down these if you want to. Otherwise, you all know that I will upload this video on the Google Classroom, and you will see that again and again. So please note down, Zayan. If you want to note down, other people, if you want to note down these examples, you can do it. Okay, I will show you all 3 paragraphs one by one. Any other person who want to ask any other thing? Now I will give you some of the letters in the form of assignment. So please do practice for them. And remember to follow all the steps which I have mentioned here in the lecture. Now remember to do the practice, a lot of practice for the MCQs. Okay, because you can get the full marks from MCQs. Okay. Now, Zayan, I'm showing you second paragraph, and any other people, if you want to write, write it. Now, remember to underline the subject, always underline the subject and write in the short form, but the complete heading. Don't write the statements or the sentences, complete sentences. Write the heading, proper heading in the subject and underline it. And remember to leave one line before and after the subject, so that your subject will be clarified, or it will make it prominent. Any other thing which you want to ask, any one of you? Okay, very nice. Girls, do you have any question? Because girls are not asking anything and not replying. Girls, you don't have any question. You have understood everything. If you have understood, write yes or no. Now I am showing you the third paragraph. If you want to note down the points, note them down. Okay, Zayan, you have done all three. Very nice of you. Okay. Now I have told you that you have to practice a lot for the MCQs. It means you have to read the lessons of your literature portion again and again, so that there will be no problem for answering the MCQs. You all know that fill in the blanks will also come from the literature portion. It means you have to read the lessons as well as poems very carefully. Now learn the poet, the name of the poets for all poems, their full name, their spellings. Remember that. And the words meanings from the poems as well. These are very important because these can come in the form of MCQ. I will upload the video of the lecture so that if you will have any confusion, you will go through the Google Classroom and see it again and again. I will also upload the assignments according to the schedule. So please do those assignments. These are for your practice. And if the assignment is of language, do the assignment in the language journal. Otherwise, do in the literature journal, please. If you have no pages, then do it in rough notebooks. Now, I hope you have understood everything. I want to end my lecture here. Inshallah, we will meet tomorrow again. Allah Hafiz.